All right, welcome back. This is MDawg, and we are doing a little more here with Captain Santiago. I think today we're going to really just settle into Old Burg a little bit. We've been moving in this direction. Still worthwhile um, going to Mosquito, Winding, Belaya, whatever, as good spots arise. But it also feels like it's an okay time to settle in a little bit at Old Burg. I wanted to see, let's see if we can see what's in stock here. There's a spot that people are catching. Ooh, everything's out of stock. Okay. I'm actually gonna go see if I can find these. We'll go see if we can purchase them elsewhere. We're looking for the 14s. They're out of stock as well. I think this will be out of stock at our 2 free travel points, but we'll double check first. We're using milk cream, so we can get this. So we've got the dip. So what we're trying to do here is actually fish for tench, but I don't think we have the baits we're looking for. Now, I could send them to myself from MDawg to Captain Santiago. I've made some concessions as we've gotten a little higher level, just for like convenience more than anything else. If you need an RP sort of idea for this, MDawg is just sort of sponsoring Captain Santiago's return to freshwater fishing and his ultimate journey towards returning to the sea as well. Let's just see. I'm not gonna, I guess, look everywhere, but let's check here. Okay, so caramel 14 is here. Let's just go ahead and get 50. It's not like this is expensive anyway. Is the cream brulee here? Cream brulee 14 is not here. We'll try one more bot before we log into MDawg over here. What's the one we don't have? Cream brulee, right? Yeah, it's not going to be in stock. All right, so it's I mean, it could be at Belaya. I'm just going to stop going all over the place. Give me 1 second here, though. All right, so where are we headed for this? 2167, clip 17. This is very much a carp spot, but we are, with these smaller baits, we're trying to lean into tench. Now, we could still hit some carp, and this may not be worth it since we don't quite have carp setups yet. But I was just trying to explore some stuff. We're really wanting to fish for things like bream, and even there's been some decent eel spots lately. But those are mostly nighttime fishing. Now, we could do bream during the day to catch more bream that would be appropriate size for fish pieces. That's actually not a bad idea because as Chinese sleeper spots or like tench spots, sorry, not tench spots, eel spots pop up, it can be, oh, you know what? Did I purchase pop-up boilies without even realizing it? Yeah, people have been using pop-up, haven't they? At least that's what I saw. So let me just, let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can send at least from MDawg a few. We want sinking. Now, pop-up might be working better, but other than trying, I mean, I guess we could try 230 caramel 14 sinking and what was it, cream brulee sinking 14. Now here's my question. Yeah, so let's get these. What? Because I think what we'll do is we'll try what do you call it? All right, sinking caramel, sinking cream brulee, milk cream, and I think we're supposed to do 17 clip just like normal. But let me double check what people have been posting. Yeah, 17 clip just like normal. So here we go. This kind of spot, you're typically casting at a bit of an angle here. Here we go. Now, again, this could just not be worth it. We could be inviting carp, which are very catchable in this spot. And with our equipment, that might just be too much. But we'll give it a few minutes before we go get set up on the bream spot. I really just kind of wanted to test it and see what it would be like. Now, once we make the next gear upgrade, then this is likely a spot that we would want to fish at. All right, I wanted to try Snowman on one because that allows us to... The pop-up is going to be caramel, so we want to do sinking cream brulee. Again, just to try another variety here to get the pop-up boilies out there, even though it's through the Snowman rig instead of classic pop-up rig, which is what we eventually will want. All right, we're starting to get a nibble, so we'll see how this goes. We shall see, right? We're hoping for tench, and if we get a carp, we're hoping it's tiny with these size 14 boilies, but yeah, I just don't know. I think I am going to, well, first of all, let me see what the weather's like on copper. I'm gonna try something on copper. All right, on my on MDawg. Okay, here we go. First fish. Come on, if it's a tench, it's a nice, decent one. If it's a carp, it's tiny. It is a tench. So if we could only figure out how to just catch tench. There you go. There we go. Catch fish using boilie or pellets in 10 different flavors. Boy, that's a challenge that will just finish itself. Like, just don't think about it. Keep fishing the spots with the baits, and eventually it'll just be done, right? Well, let's see. So it looks like what people are doing right now is 6153 at copper primarily. At least that's what I'm seeing thus far. This one shows strawberry pop-up and strawberry boilie. Sorry, strawberry corn. All right, might try this. We're gonna put really big boilies on, so it'll be very slow at copper, but you never know, could get a lucky trophy. Obviously, I'm keeping you here for right now. But once we get into the swing of things here, and especially once we've moved to the bream, I mean, I'll shorten the video some as we wait for bites. We're doing strawberry boilies, strawberry corn. Now let me see if they're using red or Kraft. Looks like red. Probably both would work. And strawberry dip, not extract. All three setups are about to be ready to go. I will make sure I have everything for the PVA, and then we'll travel to copper. I mean, I think it will be so slow, but I will let you know if I catch anything over there as we go in forward in this one. So this is unfortunate, but honestly not surprising that it would be this slow for tench, especially in the middle of the day like this. Interesting. Both of our fish that we've caught has been on the snowman. Well, we haven't caught it yet. Both of the fish that we have gotten nibbles from, I guess at this point, is all I can say. All right. This makes me a little nervous that this could be a common carp instead of the tench, but there's no guarantee. I think it's either really small or it's a tench. Probably a tench. Oh, it's a giant roach. We'll take it. We'll take an almost kilo roach. All right, 6153. That's just kind of this spot that's just to the left of spawn here at Copper. And I believe supposed to be looking at 12 to 13 clip. So I've got these really big EVA bags, like 20-gram bags on there. And I'm not only going to make some backup PVA, because we've only got like 6 left of the big bags. I'm going to make some backup PVA of the smaller PVA, because I actually think typically that works better at Copper. I'm also going to make it though where I can spod one time with the same recipe. Yeah, we should just have all 3 on Snowman. So if you don't have classic pop-up unlocked yet and you're fishing this spot, just go ahead and do Snowman so that you can, if you've got Snowman unlocked, so that you can do at least one pop-up boilie. Seems like that's key. All right, we're getting a nibble, so hopefully this was one of the other 2, because, yeah, it looks like it's the first line, actually. Still nibbling, right? Okay, so let's see. Is this, oh, that wasn't even a tench. That was actually a gibble, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, if nothing else, this gives us a chance to go ahead and, you know what, we could do double caramel on this one. But we know this setup's working good. And one thing we could have done is we could have thrown some Crucian Gibble ground bait in. That could have been worth it. Does this feel like a true runner? Like, so far it doesn't to me. I guess if it is, I'm just made a mistake because we need to be moving around, but I just don't think it is. Have I been wrong before? Yes. All right, we still have plenty of line, and again, the fish so far at least isn't running that far. but it's a little bit more running than I thought it was going to. Trying to put as much pressure on it as we can. It's still just like going though. Just trying to let some pressure off the reel. So it appears to me that it actually went up along the side of that island that's right there. So let's just like get it out in the open here. We'll put some pressure on it. I mean, this may be why we don't want to okay, so this is the this is definitely like a common carp runner versus like a grass carp runner. And that's kind of why how it has fooled me, is it's just running so slow. All right, it popped off. Look, we are happy about that. That common carp was going to be 4 kilos or something, and just not worth our time. The question is, do we cast this? Was this on Snowman? Look how fast that happened, huh? Wait. Oh, this is our third one. Never mind. So this is on Snowman, but it did not happen as fast as I thought. This is the one that was already in there. Snowman is getting a lot more attention than the sinking boilies are. But mixed in there with the tench, you've got actual carp, big boy carp, that our gear is not set up to catch. Now, if we had made the half step, if we had purchased Saber 60s and Fortuna 420s or whatever they are, we totally could be fishing for carp in this spot, being a little more aggressive with tench. So that is one, you know, if you're wanting to be able to do this kind of thing a little more aggressively, that might be one consideration. And by the way, we are just completely set up at copper. We have spotted, we've got big PVA in the water. We're doing it all. And we've got oversized boilies, so we're not going to be catching fish. But we are fishing. We're having a good time. All right, I am going to... We want to move soon. I think we sit here just a very couple more minutes before we're going to move to our next spot. So here's what I'm hoping to try. There has been, people have been catching bream over here in the spot that's normally an eel spot. People are also catching eel. So we want to, I'm going to throw 2 rods out for bream and 1 rod out for eel. And we'll just see. Like, I think, obviously, mostly we'll catch bream. But you never know. We could get a lucky Chinese sleeper or eel or something like that, which could just be fun. So I wanted to show you both spots. Future sessions, we'll probably choose and go one or the other. But I thought it could be fun to just go ahead and show you both. And... don't want to wait much longer, but I'm going to try to get one more fish here. Is this a fish finally coming in on the... I think we're finally getting a nibble on the middle rod. This is the first fish we've caught on this middle rod, which is still set up for the classic hair rig. Remember, we're at 17 clip here at 2167. All right, so we finally got that fish that's been nibbling. Looks like it might have been a tench based on the size of it. Wow, folks. This is kind of cool. Like, that is a massive one. I love the way they look. They are so big and flat when they're like that size. Holy cow. All right. So let's say this is going to be one of our bream setups. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and head to our other spot. So this will be line 3 will be actually our other bream setup. What clip are we going for bream? 8 clip. Pin clip. All right, let's go. Let's try 10 actually. And the eel spot we want like 7 or 8 clip. Go clip 7. All right, and this one we're gonna set up for eels, but let's wait and do that after we get the bream in the bream setups in the water. So that last fish wasn't a tench, but it was a mighty nice crucian. We'll take that. All right, so this spot is 35.58. Trying to see how people positioned for the bream out here. It's kind of straight ahead, it looks like. Here's 35.58. And yeah, it looks like people are just kind of pretty much casting straight. I'm gonna go clip 9. Oh, boy, didn't that look weird? It's like almost over there at the other shore. Try that. And then this one, we're gonna go basic bottom on this one instead of inline. And oh, what size hook do we want to use? I don't want to lean towards bite rate, but I'm sure people use mostly large 1 hooks. It's like if we're gonna catch one, we might as well catch a nice size one. All right, we'll do that. And we're gonna go down to clip 7. I'm gonna still kind of go just straight ahead here. A little closer to shore though for the eel. So curious, like there's just no way that's 1 meter clip difference. I think we've got that middle line clipped wrong. It's still at 17 or something. All right, there's a bream. Probably one that we're turning into fish pieces, but it is a bream. Yeah, I'm almost certain that middle line has got to be clipped incorrectly. All right, second bream, I assume. All right. So that's at clip 9, and then we're about to find out what clip this one's at. I think it's still 17. Ever. I could have sworn I changed it, but I think I got confused on which one I was changing or something. pretty healthy one. All right. Wanted to go check really quick to see. Just curious what cafe orders are looking like. Yeah, we're not making a lot of silver, are we? But that's okay. We're just trying out some new things, seeing what's going on here. Oh, we could do this. Let's go ahead and do it. 14 silver for that. That's probably gonna be it for what we're fishing for. So 14 plus 48, we're at 58.62. Fine. It is fine. Now, obviously, for silver, XP, whatever, we want to have all 3 rods on bream. I'm sacrificing one of our rods just to see if we can get a lucky eel, just to kind of show you this eel spot. Another nice bream there. All right, so this is the one we want to see. Yeah, it was at. All right, so we'll go 10 meter clip. That's what we want to be at. That looks better. And that's a nice one. Yeah, these are some healthy bream here. Yeah, it's like every bream we're catching in this spot is really a decent sized bream. Wow. So this actually might not be the spot. Kind of like what 1044 was. that occasionally gave us good bream to cut up into fish pieces. All of them are just too big. Too big. And as we expected, no eels. We're definitely sacrificing a decent amount of bream. Oh, there we go. Is it 500 grams though? Not quite. We're definitely sacrificing a good many bream just to have that that eel line out there. So it's kind of like if you want to go for eel, you just got to go for it. Put all 3 lines out there. But yeah, in most cases, if you're going for silver, XP, progression, you probably want to go for bream. And this seems like a good bream spot in terms of maybe you're trying to hit that that Old Burg bream trophy right here. Might be a spot where it could come out. Give it a few nights, you never know. Perfect. Oh. Ooh. Pretty decent sized white bream there. You're not going to catch a whole lot of white bream on a large one hook, but every once in a while, I guess. I hate to be wrong, but I feel like we were getting a nibble there. On the eel line. I'm not sure though. Definitely have a bream on now. Healthy bream. So right now it doesn't seem like the bite rate's as good as 1044 had been. But I don't know. I don't really feel like it's fair to pass judgment on the bite rate. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up, chat. Chat's not here. Without having all 3 in. I mean, because like the amount of PVA or the amount of ground bait is less. You just never know which line's going to catch the most fish. I don't know. Guess it was always taking a chance. Even if you have 3 lines on eel, there definitely are nights where you might just like get 2 of them. Although I am surprised we haven't had at least 1 Chinese sleeper. There's still a good chance it could come in though. I don't know. For a second there, I thought I picked it up too early. It's just a small fish, though. Hopefully, it's a white bream. It's actually a roach. All right, we are getting to the end here in terms of when the bream are going to be healthy size. And that probably means we're getting close to the end of this video. It has been good, though. I mean, we've caught some good bream in this spot. We at least saw a couple of tench. We still have one, and we used one for cafe order in the other spot. And by the way, if you're wondering, we have 0 fish at copper so far. So as I suspected, this is a extremely slow approach to copper. These big boilies that we're using there on the other account. And still nothing, unfortunately, on the fish pieces. I'm going to try to wait it out a few more minutes, but we're not going to hold on too much longer. And the bream are just going to get smaller and smaller. I think at least. Love to see those occasional points on making fish pieces. We just have not been getting that many bream in this spot that are small enough to turn into fish pieces, so probably should hit a few nights of bream in spots that do give us the more variety in size. We could use a little smaller hooks, I guess, just to have better bite rate. Boy, look how many egg dough you got to make just to get a percentage point. Wow. Brutal. What was the theory if you drink a little bit of alcohol, you have a slightly better chance of leveling up skills? I don't know if that's still true. I mean, that used to be something we talked about. It's like when you're leveling around this percentage, I mean, again, all we're just having to grind our way to 60% so that Norway trips make a little more sense. But man, oh man, this is where you just like, okay, let me just get premium for the weekend here and get a couple happy hours to make this easier. We could make some honey dough, but honey dough is so much more expensive, and you don't get harvesting points often enough to justify how much more expensive it is. Even though technically it's a couple places down the line from egg dough. It's trying to hit 53%, so we at least feel like we've done something. Maybe we'll hit it on the next fish piece. All right, 53. Yeah, so it's really slowed down. It's 10:30. We're not getting anything here. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Made a little bit of silver. We tried out this bream spot, but we only tried it out with 2 rods. Next time we'll have to go all 3. And we'll keep bouncing around. Hopefully different bream spots will also just pop up. Double check the cafe. We didn't get a trophy, but we did get a decent sized one. Oh, if this wasn't so close to being over, I would say it would be worth, you know, doing some bleak. Because there's 2 orders. 112 silver is pretty good. Almost 20 silver for that trophy. Bream are always good silver. That puts us up to 39.72, ever closer to 4,000 silver. Obviously that's good, that's good. Yeah, we'll have to give the eel and sleeper another chance with all 3 rods sometime. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.